Hey everyone, and welcome to our quick instructional video on using the Kestrel in the field. So I have a Kestrel WES model here. It is currently paired to a Calypso, which is something that you can actually do, and it's getting live wind from that Calypso. We'll talk about that here in a second. But this video is intended to quickly show you how to use this thing when you're shooting. So you want to make sure you have a good battery in this device when you go to use it. Please check it before you go to the range. The other thing is with these, you want to make sure the firmware is up to date because there are some new features like pairing to the Calypso, which recently came out. And then the last thing with this is you want to make sure the compass is calibrated before you get started. Calibrate that compass when you get to the range. That way it's not a problem later on. Now, there are a couple ways to use this. The way that I'll demonstrate first is the simplest. It means I have no devices paired to it. So what I'm gonna do with this is the very first option we have here is target on the display. That target option is highlighted. I can now hold the left and right arrow buttons to adjust my target range. I wanna do that. Now this red button on the top when target is selected will unlock and then lock the compass. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unlock it now. I'm gonna point it at the target that we have in front of us here, and then I'm gonna push that red button again. It's now locked the direction to that target. Without using another device, I'm gonna have to set the inclination on it. If you need to, if it's more than 5 or 10 degrees, then you wanna set that. You would push the enter button, and then you would just scroll to inclination. Now that we have our target data in, the next thing is wind. This is actively paired to that Calypso. Let me bring that to you real quick so that you can see that that wind right here is actually gonna be updating on its own. Hopefully it does as this gust passes. You can see it drop to 8 miles an hour there on its own. The impeller's closed. There's 10 miles an hour, 13 miles an hour. That is an option that you have with these. It's a really cool function. It doesn't actually interfere with the use of the Kestrel either. So what I can do is I can open the impeller if I wanted to while paired to the Calypso. I can point the back of this into the wind. I can hit the wind capture button, which I've done. You can see I've unlocked it here on the display. I've hit this red button to unlock it and it's reading 4 miles an hour. And then I can lock that wind speed in by simply tapping that button again. Now it's gonna jump back to what the Calypso is currently reading because that is an actively paired device. But I wanted to show you that pairing the Calypso, if for whatever reason, doesn't interfere with still using the impeller on the Kestrel. So we've captured our wind. The next thing that we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna scroll down here and you can see our environments are locked. You generally want those locked, but before I go to shoot, what I wanna do is unlock those and get good environment. So I'm gonna hit enter. I'm gonna tap over to live. Now we have good airflow today. Normally you'd put this on a lanyard and swing it around. I can actually just hold it up. This is really good airflow for capturing those environmental data. Or you can just wave it around to get that airflow over these sensors you can see that are inside this housing. Now that we've got that updated information, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lock it back by hitting the left arrow button. You can hit left or right, it doesn't matter, to lock and unlock. They're now locked. That's really important to do that because if I've got this on a shooting mat or in my pocket or in a pouch or something, those readings aren't gonna be correct. Now, I did say earlier that we were doing everything manually, so when I go up, I scroll up, and if you'll come with me over here for a minute so we can get a better view of this display real quick. So you can see here that I've got target highlighted, and I can scroll left and scroll right to adjust that target range. I did hit this button here to unlock that compass. This is not the right way to do it. You'd want the back pointed at the target, but for demonstration, you can see that's unlocked and now locked back. However, with that being said, I'm gonna go back here. By the way, it's always recommended to keep Bluetooth on max. I'm gonna hit enter. We're in the device connection menu. This, I just hit the left arrow, is for connecting to a phone or a computer. I want to connect it to that rangefinder sitting over there. So I'm going to hit the left arrow button here. You can see we can cycle. Go down to device. This is for connecting a Kestrel HUD. This is for connecting another device. You can see right there that we currently have the Calypso wind meter connected. It says connected, and that's an option, but I'm going to go ahead and remove that. And I'm going to connect a new device. So I'll hit enter. Let me go turn a rangefinder on for you. So just make sure. So here we have it picked it up real quick for us. So we've turned our rangefinder on. I'm gonna push enter. It's now paired. If I back, you can see it says it's connected. before we manually adjusted our target information, but watch this display as I hit another target here. I'm just gonna try to hit the 0 board or something, it doesn't really matter. You can see here that when the rangefinder's paired, it feeds your direction of fire. That star actually indicates that there's inclination that's been added from the device. Well, there's inclination in this target data. And then you can see the current range. Let me hit a new target so you can see that that information will change. So there's some new information from a new target. That target was level. You'll see that that star is gone, meaning there's no inclination. That's what that asterisk actually means. And you can see it updated that information for you. And that's really how easy it is to use the Kestrel in the field to get these shooting solutions. You can update that information that quick, and you do want to do it those steps in that order when you gather that new target data. Hopefully this video was helpful. If you have any questions for us, just send us an email or get in touch. And if you want to see more instructional videos, please reach out to us so that we can get those out to y'all. Thank you and have a good day.